Welcome to mark.bajerski YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about a crystal which so many people ask me this question about a certain crystal, and that is, Mark, which crystal would you recommend for abundance? Many years ago, when I first started this field of work and I started working alongside crystals, there was one particular crystal that jumped out at me for a reason, and that reason is the reason of colour. Everything, in my humble opinion, has a signature, and colour is one of them. Colour of the sun, colour of gold, representing the strength and the power of this metal, amongst any other metal, is something that brings forward in the mind, the thought, the feeling of abundance, of wealth. Now, to me, wealth wasn't really something I was looking at, but abundance made a lot of sense. To bring abundance into one's life doesn't always mean monetary value. So when I first started this field of work, I wasn't thinking of abundance and wealth in like, oh, I want to make money, because that wasn't why I started this field of work. I was more excited to receive abundance of intuition, abundance of psychic ability, abundance of healing ability, abundance of love, abundance of intuition in the sense of attuning to everything. So when I made an oil called abundance oil, it was to literally bring out abundance within us, to help us recognize the abundance that we hold and we can create and we can manifest. So this is a perfect example. There was one guy who came to me who was always, let's say, he always felt bad. He always felt bad because everybody else was doing well, but he wasn't in the field of work that he was in. And I could always see that, and I always felt really, really sorry for him, because he'd been with all the major Hollywood stars. He'd worked with them, so he wanted to get to that level again. I remember him telling me the story, being in basically a huge bath with Will Smith and loads of others in what's that guy called? Hugh Hefner's home mansion. And he was telling me stories, like some horrible stories, and I'm like, wow, but he wanted to get back into that kind of energy, but like not that energy, but to be famous, right? So I did feel sorry for him because of his pain and his suffering. And as I finished the healing session and reading, he cried a lot, and he got up, and I gave him a cuddle, and I said, look, here's a gift that I want to gift you. And I gifted him one of these. And he looked at it, he said, wow, what's that? I said, it's called Pyrite. Other names are fool's gold, but don't let that fool you, because there is something in this crystal that holds great energy and prosperity and abundance. And I want to gift you this from my heart to yours, and hold it often. And remember who you are. Remember the power that lies within you. This crystal will help you remember who you are and bring an energy to bring you back up again to the feelings of I am worthy, I am good enough, self-worth, I am. So within, I think, a few months, he came back to see me, and he'd ended up being on one of the biggest live interaction with the world. There was 130 million people watching him. So that was one of the things. Another thing is, a local lady here was wanting to do something in the village. Anyway, she came for a session, and again, this beautiful pyrite came out, and I gifted her a piece. And she ended up, within a few months, creating something so profound and so amazing. And not only one, but two, but three. 3 shops, and her abundance was just flowing. I could go on and on and on and tell you about many stories about people who wore this crystal, and it helped transform them and help them feel who they were truly are, and their gift of belief in themselves. That's a good one. This crystal is definitely that. So I love pyrite. I love pyrite. This is just a small collection from my website. There's many different formations of pyrite. So as you can see, it comes in this kind of form. It comes in the beautiful cube. Love the cube. Isn't that gorgeous? And then it comes in sections of cubes. And then if you look at the other side, again. But the pyrite itself is an amazing frequency when you hold it. You can feel the energy of abundance just to look at it. As a child, there was a piece of pyrite right next to our fire, and I used to go into the living room and sit and just hold it. And I always felt really strong. I felt powerful when I was holding it, even though I knew nothing about it, other than my father saying to me it was found at the bottom of the sea, where there was at one time a volcano, and it erupted, and as it came down and hit the sea, it turns into fool's gold. This is my knowledge of it. It could be completely wrong, but I didn't really study, and I don't study the formation of crystals per se, but I do know this, that pyrite is, in my humble opinion, after working with thousands of crystals, one of the most powerful crystals to bring out the power, the gifts, the creativity, the abundance, the energy that you need to believe in yourself. So it's a fabulous crystal for self-worth. It's fabulous for when you're feeling down, sad. It's fabulous if you don't know where you're going, what you're doing in life. It's a great crystal to wear. Not only is it a reminder when you look at it, but it is an energetic frequency when you hold it for any kind of work to lift you up and make you feel worthy. And you are amazing. Don't ever forget that. You are amazing. You're no different from me or anybody you sit next to. You just got to believe in yourself. And pyrite is definitely that crystal to help you believe in yourself. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this short video. Love you all. And yeah, I have a few pieces on my website. These are all charged in a way that I have put pure energy healing into them in a completely different way. So there's a dual energy in these crystals of mine on my website. But definitely go down to your local crystal store, support them, and ask for a piece of pyrite today. It may just change your life. Have a great day.